This is a story about love, but not the type you see in movies. Still working? He asked, his voice smooth like velvet. She looked up, startled. I could say the same about you, director. He smiled. That's because I don't sleep until perfection is reached. And then, that look. The kind that studies you, measures you, makes you feel both seen and stripped at once. After that night, he started showing up often. At the coffee machine. At late meetings. Even outside the office. At first, Ji-yeon thought it was coincidence. But coincidences don't text you at midnight. They don't send you coffee every morning with a note that says, "Don't forget to smile." Weeks passed. Min-ho became her gravity. He said the right things, at the right times. He made her laugh. He made her feel chosen. Until, he didn't. The warmth began to cool. He started disappearing for days, coming back with excuses that felt rehearsed. When she asked questions, he smiled. You worry too much, Ji-yeon. It's not attractive. That's how it started, the slow unraveling. He began criticizing her in subtle ways. Maybe you shouldn't wear that to meetings. Why do you always sound so defensive? You're so sensitive. It's just a joke. She began doubting herself. Was she too emotional? Too demanding? Too much? But every time she tried to pull away, he'd pull her back in, with words that sounded like love. I only push you because I see your potential. You're different from anyone I've met. You make me better. The cycle repeated, love, withdrawal, control, repeat. One night, she found another woman's earring in his car. When she confronted him, he didn't flinch. He just stared and said, "You shouldn't go through my things. That's a sign of insecurity." And somehow, she apologized. That's what narcissists do, they break your reality, then make you thank them for it. Her best friend, Soo-jin, noticed the change. Ji-yeon, you're shrinking, she said one night. This isn't love. It's control. But Ji-yeon wasn't ready to listen. Not yet. Because when you love a narcissist, leaving feels like betrayal of yourself. Then came the breaking point. An office gala. She had spent hours preparing his presentation. He took full credit, didn't even mention her name. Afterward, she approached him, voice trembling. Why didn't you tell them I worked on it? He smiled, his tone sharp beneath the calm. Because you work for me, Ji-yeon. Not with me. Something shattered inside her that night. Days turned into silence. She didn't answer his texts. Didn't show up to his office. He appeared at her apartment, flowers in hand, eyes full of fake regret. Ji-yeon, you're the only one who truly understands me. She almost believed it again. But then she looked at him, really looked. And for the first time, she didn't see love. She saw a mirror. A reflection of her own pain staring back at her. The next morning, she quit her job. Changed her number. Started therapy. Recovery wasn't fast. There were nights she almost texted him. Almost missed him. But she learned something, love without empathy is just manipulation with a prettier face. Months later, she saw him again, at a cafe downtown. He smiled, as if nothing had happened. Ji-yeon, he said softly, you look happier. She nodded, calm and steady. I am. He waited for her to ask him how he was. She didn't. She walked away. Finally free from the mirror that once trapped her. Because sometimes, love isn't meant to save you. It's meant to teach you who you'll never be again.
And after surviving a love that broke her, she was finally learning to breathe again. New job. New city. A new version of herself. But peace was the one thing Ji-hoon could never let her have. Ji-hoon, smirking, she thinks she's happy? Let's see how long that lasts. He dialed a number. Taemin, I have a job for you. And with those 6 words, Ha-eun's new beginning became a setup. Taemin, I'm sorry. I wasn't watching where I was going. Ha-eun, smiling nervously, it's okay, it happens. That's how it began, casual, innocent, forgettable. But soon, it became her favorite moment of the day. He was kind. Funny. Attentive. He made her forget she was ever broken. And every time she smiled, Ji-hoon smiled too, behind his screen, watching her like a god playing with his creation. Taemin, quietly, I didn't mean to hurt you. Ha-eun, smiling, hurt me? You make me happy. Narrator, that smile. That innocence. It haunted him. Ji-hoon, did you get the footage? Taemin, she's not what you think, Ji-hoon. End this. Ji-hoon, coldly, you don't get to grow a conscience now. He couldn't do it anymore. So he told her everything. Every call. Every instruction. Every lie. Ha-eun, shaking, you were part of his game? Taemin, I was, until I fell in love with you. Her heart broke in silence. Not because she was fooled again, but because she'd started to believe in people again. When Ha-eun exposed him, Ji-hoon lost everything. His position. His mask. His audience. Karma didn't knock, it just walked in and sat beside him. She didn't look back. Not at the city. Not at the pain. She left to rebuild again. Not to find love, but to find herself. Because the truth is, sometimes, the person you need to be saved from is the one who once said, I love you.